Woohoo!
I get a funny feeling inside of me, just walking up and down. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town.
Welcome back to Big Cat the Nerd, and today's episode of the London Journeymans, we're back to review the season with the end of season review, where we look at the stats of the players, not just their attributes, look at who played well, who didn't play well, and start to formulate a plan for what we're going to do this pre-season. We finished 8th in the Premier League, missing out on the Euro Cup spot by one spot. One insignificant little place would have got us Europe. The board made me aware of that as well. They said it was a great season. They had us down for avoiding relegation. We were one spot outside Europe, and they were like, well, it did look like we were going to get Europe at some point, so we're a little bit disappointed. I'm like, wow, okay. But let's have a look then. We'll go through the team, have a look at where we think we should be improving, look for your comments down below as well as where you think we should be improving, what positions, whether we should tweak anything in the tactics as well as we come into this next season with Crystal Palace in the Premier League. So, the overall 11, who's been brought in? However's been brought in. Is that it? I'm surprised. So Cavalli's there, Jones is there. They've still got Costin, Sorloth, Nagy. So there's not a lot of our players in there. They're not our best 11 apparently. End of season awards. Carvalho, Brewster and Jones, fans player. Brian Brewster, signing of the season. And Brahim Zain, young player of the season. Makes sense. Our first team was mainly the first team we played there, right? Foster, we need to look at because I think he makes too many mistakes. Season review, finished 8th. Lost in the 4th round of the FA Cup to Man City. Lost in the Carabao Cup 4th round to Man City. Love Man City. Our average attendance is 99% full. Bored. You have to get me that sorted. Give me that stadium, baby. Match of the season, apparently the 3-2 win over Liverpool. And a moment to get the 3-1 loss against Tottenham. I think we had worse games and better games than those two. So, if we have a look, our dynamics, we've got Carvalho, Smith Rowe and Højbjerg up there as our team leaders. Smith Rowe's not really playing that much. We need to watch out for him there. And we've gone out and had a team end of season review and told them that we're going to come back and finish in the top half next year. We don't like to give it too hard because they get a little bit scared. Carvalho's 18 assists is a new team record. The highest was originally Maximilian Meyer in 2018 with 14. So Carvalho is definitely the man. Lots of assists, 18 assists. Wow. So, let's then get in. I don't think there's any other worthwhile messages. So let's get in and look at the team selection. We'll go through and have a look then at some of the key statistics of each of our players. So first off, let's start with the goalie. We'll have to work our way up from the back. Mr. Fredrik Hansen. He's still got some potential to hit. 24 years old. He's not done bad for us. We are playing him as a sweeper keeper as well, I think, aren't we? We are, yes. So sweeper keeper defender is how we're playing him. He's good, right? He's got the reflexes, he's got the one-on-ones, he's got the handling. He could do with a little bit of improvement in certain areas, but I think all in all, very good goalie. Let's have a look at his stats for the season. He doesn't hold a lot of shots, which is interesting. So he obviously let in a lot of goals. A lot of those I was blaming on the defenders, but we will see. 38 appearances, let in 68 goals, kept 7 clean sheets. Saved 73% of his shots. That could be a little higher, but that wasn't too bad. My worry is the hold percentage. Held only 121 of the 266. Not quite half. I'd like to see that over half for how many he's holding rather than parrying. What is his pushing? Tendency to punch, 11. That's a bit. No, I don't like that. We can look at some player traits for him to try and remove that from his game. Also, what were we looking at in terms of distribution? 65% pass completion ratio. That's pretty good. We had him passing short, so we kept changing it throughout the season. So if we went short, he'd have a much higher ratio there. But Hansen, I think I'm okay with. I don't see that he makes obvious mistakes enough for me to get riled. I do think it's our defensive ability to challenge defensively that ends up letting us down. So yeah, I'm willing to keep hold of him. Unless someone comes up that's amazing, Hansen will be our goalie next year. So if we go defenders then, let's have a look then. From the back, defence. What we'll also do is bring in the under-23s. Actually, do you know what? We'll do that first. Let's bring the under-23s up. Who's got the potential? Ryan Gill. Is he already in the... No, he's already in the first team squad. Good. Thomas Muldoon has some potential, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think under-18s have anyone. It's really... No. No, we've not already replaced. So I just want to check that I'm not missing out on anyone. We'll drop the under 23s out then. We'll look at just the senior squad. Defenders. Okay, so if we look at the ability, our best ability rated defender is Wilmot, which is good. We brought him in, 27 years old. Wilmot should be hitting his peak now as a defender. Ethan Foster behind him, Zerda then behind him, Nesvik, However, Madahibi, Ronelli dropped all the way down. Ronelli we paid for a lot of the season. Maybe wasn't that good. Foster's up there a second, but I think he made a lot of mistakes as well, which straight away, Nesvik's 30 now. He can start backing off. Kubilos is okay. He's unhappy constantly, but maybe we just go big on a defender. Big, strong centre-back to partner Wilmot, who is just gonna sort us right out. Look at potential. Madahibi's up there, and so is Foster. But again, none of them are like, we're not screaming out for quality. I'd easily replace all but Wilmot probably in this back line. If we look at average ratings, However's the only one that managed over a 7. Good to 25-year-old. Wilmot was close. Ronelli wasn't far off, and then the rest of them drop off again. If we look at tackles, 1 ratio. Wilmot 91%. Kubilos 90. That's good for him. 90 for Nesvik. Foster 85. Ronelli down at 84. Ronelli worst rated centre back. Tackles per game, Brandon Bishop, he keeps coming up. He's out on loan. Zerda up on the highest. Foster as well, tackles per game. So the wide men getting out. Then it's Nesvik. Nesvik is a tackler. Wilmot 1.15. Nesvik not Wilmot, sorry, not a tackler of the ball. So we need to make sure if we're bringing in another centre back that he's a strong tackler. Wilmot seems to rely on the interceptions. Fouls, Madahibi and Foster high. Madahibi very high. Did play 37 games. That is quite a lot for a wide man. Interceptions per 90 minutes. Wilmot, yeah, sure, 3.97. Nesvik, though, making more tackles and not far off on interceptions. Wilmot doesn't make tackles. All playing defender defend. Okay, that's interesting. Header 1 ratio. However's. How is my right back the highest rated player on heading? 81 and 77. Do you know what? Maybe Wilmot could be replaced as well. Headers 1 per 90 minutes. Nesvik and Wilmot up there. 5's good. Madahibi not far behind. However, not far behind as well. So the fullbacks getting involved. Mistakes leading to goals. Kubilos 2, Zerda 2, Foster 1, Nesvik 1, Wilmot 1. All of them making mistakes leading to goals. Look at the mistakes. 102 for Madahibi. A lot of mistakes. 26 for Wilmot. 102 for Madahibi. And what is his concentration and stuff? He's only 21, I suppose, so he's still learning. Concentration, 14. Decision making, 14. He shouldn't be making that many mistakes. Okay. Foster was up there as well. So the wider men tend to make more mistakes, but not to that level. Ronelli making only 18. And in assists, Madahibi got 7 in the season. Foster got 3. However got 3. It's not bad, but they are not the key assist makers for the team. So maybe we think about dropping them back to defend, maybe. Playing them, if they are going to be less attacking, and we don't need them, let's be honest, when we've got the 4 going forward. We've got Trequartista on the right, the inside forward on the left with an attacking midfielder in the middle. Do we really need the wide men getting forward? Probably not. Probably not. Pass completion ratio. Okay, guys aren't too bad. For a ball playing centre-back, Wilmot's is very low. And cross completion, I mean, why? Weird that the defenders have really good cross completion ratio. Okay, so looking at defenders, I honestly would replace all of them. So we'll have a look. We'll have a look at how much money we've got to spend so far. But defenders, let's have a look at what's out there, because I'd be willing to replace a lot of them. So let's look at the midfield 2 then. If we look at ability, Højbjerg up there, 31 though. Goretzka second on ability, 32. We're going to need a new central midfielder. We have got Scott Guest, actually, so maybe we would. We brought some of these youngsters in, didn't we? We've got Curtis Jones, who could drop back. He's a better attacking midfielder through the centre, but if we did want to drop someone in, Jones could always drop. Guest is then next. Diaz is in there, Smith Rowe. Interesting. And then we brought in Charlie McCann and Tommy Doyle. Got potential, but I'm not sure going to make it. Guest then tops our potential ahead of Højbjerg and Goretzka. So it might be that one of them gets dropped. Guest comes in to play more regularly alongside one of them. As they're now 31 and 32. I need someone with legs in the middle as well. Average rating, Tommy Doyle, 7.52 in his 3 appearances. Curtis Jones, 7.14. What a beast. Highest, Højbjerg, 6.93. Guest then behind him. If you look at goals, they're not really going to get too many goals. Højbjerg got 3. Yeah, that's fine. Assists, though, then they come through any assists. Højbjerg 6, not bad from that central midfield position. Goretzka 3. I don't really want them getting assists. I don't really see him getting assists per night. There's Tommy Doyle up there, though. Oh, no, 0.17. There's a massive gap. Tommy Doyle did alright, but he didn't play a lot of games. Chances. They're more defensive. I want the more defensive-minded one. Passing. There we go. Woods, 91%. Nice. Goretzka, 85. Doyle, 87. Doyle is actually... he's only played 3 games. We've got to tailor that, but for the games he played, not bad. 83 from Guest. Key passes. Højbjerg, 1. Curtis Jones, 1. Smith Rowe, 1. Okay. We maybe need to look at more defensive dribbles. No, crosses, tackles. Doyle, Guest, 91. Joe, no. Goretzka and Højbjerg. Interceptions. Goretzka and Højbjerg. That's where they're coming in. So they're making more interceptions than they are tackles. No mistakes for goal. So we need to look at the midfield then. We could bring in a new midfielder. We could rely on Mr. Scott Guest. He's not looking bad. If we bring him in, maybe use him as the Carolero. Got the decision making. He's got the work rate. He's got a bit of the work rate. He's got the great work rate. He's worth 19 million. Jesus. But he's also wanted. Who's he wanted by? Birmingham. I mean, if someone came in for him, I'd probably sell him as well. Okay. Okay, so we could do with maybe one midfielder as well. More attacking-minded midfielder. Defensive-minded midfielder. Attacking-minded midfielder. Defensive-minded midfielder. Because, yeah, I'm not sure that we've got enough there. So then if we look at the attackers, the spearhead of the team, Zian, highest rated ability, 24-yard. Carvalho next. Brewster up there. Højbjerg then steps in. Jones as well, not far behind. Potential, Zian, Carvalho, Brewster, Højbjerg. Smith Rowe dropping down a little bit now. Average rating, look at these, man. Carvalho, 7.32. Brewster, 7.2. Curtis, 7.1. Culpepper, 7. After 2 appearances. Zian, 7 as well. Goals, 19 from Brewster, 16 from Zian, 16 from Jones, 11 from Diaz, 10 from Gill. Gill's an interesting one. Where does Gill play? A complete forward. Look at Gill. Look at Gill. Those physicals are mental. He is looking not too bad, man. He is not looking too bad. Passing's not great, but yeah. He's left only footed, so he'd have to play out here. He's not really got the minerals to be a trequartista. He can't pass, but complete forward or an advanced forward. And I think I'm going to go for a complete forward for next season. Ryan Gill needs to be in that first team. Goals per 90 minutes. Damn Culpepper. Brewster, 0.65. Diaz, 0.57. Kemp, 0.51. Kemp's had a quiet one. He's putting a drop off. Zian, 0.51. So we've got goals. We've got a lot of goals in us. Zian, 62%. 60 for Diaz. 2 strikers. Zian, I want to see what he can do. I'd get him all over to complete forwards. Can't head as well, but they're very good. Very, very good. Shots per 90 minutes. Zian. Yeah. Assists. 18 for Carvalho and 6 goals. Wow. 10 for Smith Rowe. This is interesting what we do with Smith Rowe. He's a team leader. He's 26 now. He just isn't as good as everybody else. Inside forward on the left, but I don't think he is really an inside forward. I think he's my backup trequartista. He's much better to back up trequartista or an advanced attacking midfielder on support through the middle. That's where I see his role being. But he's still a backup. I don't see him pushing anyone in the first team. Assists per 90 minutes. Smith Rowe, highest though, 0.62. 16 appearances. A lot of assists from that man. Carvalho not far behind. Curtis Jones winning the most headers. Nice. Yeah. Okay. So I like my attacking players. I don't think we need to do anything now. I'd like to bring Gill into the mix. Maybe that Culpepper drops out of the mix. Gill drops in. Smith Rowe, what do we do with? We'll see what happens because Carvalho is still wanted. By West Ham, though, I'd rather keep him. I know he's 30, but I'd rather keep him. He's a very, very good player. We've then got... what's his face? Where is it? Smith Rowe can go in instead of him if needs be. Curtis Jones. What are you like as a trequartista? Curtis Jones is the trequartista out on the right. Could well be another one. Look at his... It hits all of his gold stats. It's all of his gold stats. Okay, so that's the team review then. That's all the players. I think defenders we're going to go and definitely look at. If you have a look at the scale, we've got 43 million to spend, 81 available in the wage budget. It's not a lot of money. We may have to sell some to bring some in. So if we're looking at players that could go, I mean, any bids that come in for the defenders, maybe I'll let them go. Who's Wilmot wanted by? Birmingham. Birmingham seem to want a few of my players. So I may let a few players go. I'll keep the core. We'll drop some of these players down to the second team, the under 23s. But defenders are where I'm going to concentrate on spending my money first. Another central midfielder maybe, but I'm quite happy to give Guest a go. The attackers I'm happy with. We'll be dropping someone like Ryan Gill in rather than replacing anyone there. So I think I'm happy with the front line. Midfield and defence are where we're going to prepare. If we look at the tactic, I might well drop the fullbacks down to defend, play with a proper defensive line. Rather than letting them stroll too far forward, just so we can make sure we let in less goals. We let in far too many goals this season. We scored lots, we let in far too many. I don't think I need them to score the goal, so I'll keep them more defensive. But other than that, the tactic's probably going to change, stay mainly the same. I might actually keep it to an attacking tactic from the beginning. If we finished 8th in the league, we're one of the stronger teams in the league now. Let's use that advantage and really push people. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. But that is the end of that one then. So I will go away, have the pre-season, go and try and buy as many players as I can, and I'll see you back tomorrow for the start of the new season, where we will then go through who we've bought and have the first game, whoever that may be against. So I will leave it there. If you have enjoyed, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, make sure you comment down below on where you think we should be improving position-wise, or whether there's anything in the tactic you think we should be looking at, and I will get around to looking at as we go through pre-season. But I will leave you there. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.